Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is another normal game sent in by you, the fans, to Lifesaglitchtv@gmail.com. Mr. Maximus Black.
Yes?
Hit me up with the sound of being a teenager in the heat of summer and getting an orange Julius.
I'm sipping on gin and juice.
I don't know if they were putting gin in that orange Julius, but it might have made it better.
Damn right it would have. Orange Julius were delicious. Strawberry, banana, the fucking goat.
Yes.
And they add in, what was it, yogurt? Almost like frozen yogurt. It was like a block of
Yeah, they had
frozen.
like a frozen yogurt stick, basically, to keep it all super cool.
Oh, it's delicious. I haven't had Orange Julius. Are they still a thing? Like, I haven't seen it.
I was gonna ask you, so if you don't know, I don't know, but hopefully, because that shit was amazing. I mean, I know we got like, what is it, like the other juice play, like Jamba Juice or whatever it's called? Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe they were Orange Julius and they turned into Jamba Juice. This is supposed to be a normal game. I'm still gonna call it that, but this is a very fast pool. But I'm not calling a fast pool of cheese. I mean, I think we've gone beyond.
We talked about that a few games ago where somebody like sent it in and the guy was calling it cheese and like, is it really in this era of StarCraft a cheese? And like, that's super fucking debatable. Yeah. I don't really think
it is, yeah.
This is cheese. He's even expanding right behind it. I mean, how much, on a map this big, how much damage are 5-6 Zerglings really going to wreak? Especially since he's seeing all of those Zerglings go to the base right now. So, it's kind of hard to call it a cheese, but either way, we do have SoJuice, the red Zerg in the top right, and twichflandee in the bottom left, ZVZ. One of my favorite matchups. Hopefully, it's a good one.
He might end up losing this hatch right here because the spawning pool is just finishing. He opted to go for fast gas with an expansion first. And there are a fair amount of Zerglings. He's now going to have to pull all of these drones to keep it alive. He's going to keep that there. He's got to build a queen ASAP, and he's going to lose drones at him. But just when you're saying how much damage can you really do, apparently a fuck ton. Look at those drones. They're almost dead. Go over there and kiss them. No. Just take each individual ling. Oh, my God. Take each individual ling and just go after a drone. It's worth the sacrifice. Oh my God, no. Okay, he's bringing more lings down. Okay, he's got reinforcements, but 2 of them are in the back here. Now he's outnumbered. He's fucking up the micro a little bit, and Blue picks them off just like that. What could have been absolutely horrendous for twichflandee ended up actually working out, and now SoJuice is going to be forced to build more lings. He's actually going to go ahead and get a spine crawler, which I think is a bit overkill. I would have just preferred to see him bring a queen down and just get like 4 more lings because he's got 2 on the way. Should be good enough because this isn't even going to finish. He's going to be forced to cancel it. And now he's going to bring a queen by himself. No! Back off! Oh, no, he didn't get a cancel on that. He's going to try and surround the queen.
He said easy.
But he messed it up.
He said easy. See, when you say easy, you know what it makes me think? It makes me think you're going to lose the game.
Yes.
That's what it makes me think.
Yes.
Immediately. Now, when I said how much damage did it really do, I didn't actually think that he was going to fast gas at the time, unfortunately, and he did almost catastrophically lose him the game. And now it's pretty much just, I mean, for all intents and purposes, what's the worker count here, Mr. Black, between these two? Since this is a mere matchup, pretty important.
18-18.
18-18.
Dead even.
So it's it's anyone's game, really. Blue is down a queen, and that can have some impact in the early game. But for all intents and purposes, I think they're pretty much evenly matched. We had a Bane nest going down for one of them, I think. I don't know if both of them are building their Baneling's nest. I would have to imagine.
Just one?
Nope, just Twitch because he had the early gas.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, that's not that great, though. Like, getting Banes now that Roachworn, it's a little unfortunate. I'm not saying he can't do damage, but, SoJuice is going to be prepared. He's going to have the unit composition to deal with it. On the flip side, though, I mean, it is pretty fucking even. I can't call it one way or another. It's even Steven.
I think we need to have another attack here to see who's gonna get a little bit of an upper hand, and that seems to be what's happening right now. I'm just realizing, I realized a little earlier, but I believe SoJuice is probably making a reference to soju, the Korean rice wine. Mr. Black, have you ever had soju before?
No, I don't think I have.
It's not bad, but I have to say, especially if they warm it up, which they often do warm it up. It's kind of like sake in that regard, but like warm or cold. I've had both. It kind of tastes like, you know, the blue toilet bowl cleaner?
Ooh.
You know the smell?
Yes.
I've never
Nasty.
tasted the toilet bowl cleaner, obviously, but the smell of it, it kind of tastes like that smell. So it's not my favorite drink in the world, but don't get me wrong. Much like putting gin in my Orange Julius, I'm still drinking.
Hell yeah. You know what I'm drinking a little bit? I'm drinking the SoJuice Kool-Aid here a little bit because I like what he just did. He saw the amount of lings.
The Evos.
He immediately thought, okay, these are Banes. He's got way too many lings. He's got speed. I don't see a roach. He plays Zerg, so he understands what the potential threat could be. He immediately put down the Evo chambers and then moved his spine crawler there to create the wall. Flandee busted all those Banes basically on one Evo chamber, lost a shit ton of his army to a spine crawler, queen, and roaches, and now I actually think SoJuice is in the lead.
Yeah, well, it forced Twitch to go right into his Roach Warren, of course, which you know, and kind of negated the entire, you know, Baneling tech that Twitch did there as well. So that was a really successful defend, and I agree, phenomenal, well played there, using the Evo chambers to get the job done, getting into his third now, and they're both playing this very conservatively. Like even though Twitch has gone on the offensive here a couple of times, they're both playing relatively conservatively, and I guess for good reason. Mirror matchups, every time you lose a couple of units in favor of your opponent, it's a bad time. You can't do that for too long. But it does seem like Twitch wants to continue to be a bit more aggressive. He looks like he might want to leave again, but I don't know if it's even worth it right now, Mr. Black. You almost have to just get some scouting in and see if you can hold the macro, and neither of them, interestingly enough, although I guess in a mirror matchup, I never thought about this, do you even want to spread creep if you're in a mirror matchup Zerg?
It depends. Yes, like
because it kind of serves both sides.
Correct. It is very situational. I mean, in theory, you want to at least have the creep going from your naturals, from your natural to your third or to your fourth. But being very, very aggressive in creep, especially when you think your opponent is going for speedlings, Banes, is probably something you don't want to do. Just because you don't want them to have reinforcements up here as quick as possible. We got some Ravagers coming into the mix here from Twitch. Both guys expanding to their thirds. We do have some creep spreading here from Juice and none down here for Twitch. He does see this third. He's got one ling there just poking at it. And yeah, I still would put Red slightly ahead. His upgrades are about to finish a little bit faster. His tech is just a little bit better, just in terms of getting there quicker. The layer's already out. The layer's about to pop here for Twitch. So, you know, it's a small lead at him, but it isn't one that's going to be like, you know, game-changing. It's anybody's game.
No, exactly. Especially when everyone's playing so passively. You know, if this was a little bit more aggressive from one side, then those little differences will add up faster and faster. But when you're just going to be in this, oh, this is a nice little pickup here, actually. This Beautiful. Is highly unfortunate to have to cancel all of those. Going to get that Overseer back in production there. But yeah, this is a game where, because they're so passive, doesn't really matter all that much. And I'll be very interested to see how the first major engagement really plays out and who is going to make it. It looks like, just as I'm saying that, SoJuice is going for that third.
Yeah, it was a nice pickoff, and now he knows as well that there was a chance he was going to try and drop Banes into his main. The only shitty thing in here for Juice is he's on the home court of the enemy, and his reinforcements can be there instantaneously, opposed to SoJuice. And the supply count, yeah, it does favor SoJuice ever so slightly, but that changes very, very quickly once these I'm fucking shit in the bed here.
Ravagers?
No, these stupid fucking things that make units.
Larva?
Thank you, man. I am. I mean,
It's only the second game.
I know, bro. I know.
We're in trouble. Look at this guy. Dude, this guy chirps so much. He fucking talks too much.
I hope he loses. I really do.
I do too, because like he's not doing anything to write home about, so to be so fucking like, you know, yappy like this is just brutal. Wow, that is a lot of Ravager missing for one observer. I don't know.
Overlord, but yes, I get it.
Or sorry, Overlord. Yes,
Yeah.
Larva and Observer on our minds, and not at the same time.
I mean, we've already made this distinction there a couple of casts ago. We are shit at our job. We just truly are.
It's true.
You know, it just.
I think it adds to the mystique of LAGTV at this point. I think that's what we're gonna have. At least we can tell ourselves that so we can sleep at night.
Yeah, I mean, I already sleep pretty bad, so anything I can do to just mitigate the amount of shit sleep I get, it's great. Uh-oh, this is not looking good here for Juice. That's a big army, and it looks like he's actually going to do a split attack. I like this. He's going to take off the third, but is he really going to trade his entire army for that 1/3? It's not a great trade, but he doesn't, and now he's about to run. He could get a sandwich here. Could be going for it.
Oh, very nice. A little bit of a... Oh, no, but they're attacking from behind right now. They're getting confused by some Zerglings and not attacking the Roaches. But nevertheless, this is a great pinch from SoJuice and turned a situation where he could have lost his entire army into a much more even trade. That could have been catastrophic.
Yeah, and it was perfect timing here for SoJuice as well, as 2-2 just finished right at just before he was about to attack. So now it's 2-2 versus a 1-1. And although Twitch had a little bit more units, his upgrades are still not there yet. He's still 1-1, and now SoJuice is going to be able to overrun him before these upgrades finish, and this could be game. He's going to at least lose the natural, and it is going to be 2 base versus 3. He doesn't volley that. I mean, go in there and just volley it, please. Thank you. There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
Now he's going to back off.
If I was SoJuice right now, I'd be all capsing into chat right now instead of the out from Twitch before, just to return the favor. Just delete everything down here. This is game.
Oh,
it's game over.
Oh, it's done.
100% game over. twichflandee. There's the early GG. Easy. He can't fucking deal with it. He himself needs to say this shit just so that he can sleep at night.
Yes.
But unfortunately, at the end of the day, he was all bark and no fucking bite at a twichflandee here as SoJuice holds the line with some beautiful decisions with those Evo chambers. Patiently chose when to attack. Got a great pinch on the army there of twichflandee. And there you have it. Yes, I droned versus low players port. What are you even talking about, bro? You got your shit pushed in. You got folded like a fucking lawn chair, bud.
Bud, that was so Canadian. I love it. He just got his shit packed in deep. All right, he went balls deep, left the nuts hanging. There was nothing else. Shit was just getting packed so far down his anal cav that he don't know what to do about it.
Okay.
I mean, I just can't stand shit talkers, bro. They just shit talk the whole fucking game because they think they're winning, and then they pull that card about all these. I had to drone up to low Evo. Get fucked on, bro.
You literally droned at almost the exact same pace. You're like you were literally identical. The thing that changed the game here, twichflandee, if you were to ever see, this replay of your own, if you went back and watched it, you would notice that you basically played almost identically, except SoJuice played what the French call better.